more than just a cup of joe. It's not just a cup of coffee, it's a lot more than that. And I'm gonna explain the whole process of how it gets to you and through your Starbucks. Yeah. Great. Alright, this is what you see. You see the coffee as it is now, but you don't see what it takes to get to you. You just see it in the form of Starbucks and all the other frappuccino, lattes, whatever you drink. And it all starts with the farmer, because without him, you don't have any coffee. He goes out and plants all the beans and slash seeds, and after like 3 to 4 years of them growing, you get coffee cherries. And when they're ripe and like a good shade of red, people go out and pick and harvest all of them at one time, and they don't selectively pick until they get all of them together, and they selectively pick the ones that like are good enough and ready, and then they just toss out the ones that aren't. So it's a really long process, because it's 3 to 4 years for them to grow, and you got to go through and pick them all out, ones that are good, and then it goes to pulping, and this is the process of separating the cherry outside to just seed, or the bean, whatever you want to call it. But this is the process where it's still a green coffee bean, and then after this, it goes to fermentation, and it sits for about 18 to 24 hours fermenting, and just like settling and soaking in water, just kind of helps it get the taste and everything right. And then it goes to drying, and it dries to, I think, 7% moisture, so you don't want it really wet whenever you go to your roasting. So you'll see that later. Yeah, it's dried for a pretty long time. It's like, I think, 2 to 3 days. And then it goes to milling, and this process is where it's separated by the size of the bean, the quality, and which farm it came from. So whenever people order it, they know where it came from. And it's, yeah. And then it goes to cupping, and they roast a few of the beans, and then they grind it up, put it in a cup, and just pour hot water over it, and then you like have it in a spoon. You kind of sip on it, and then you spit it out. You don't actually drink it. It's just so you get the taste of what the beans taste like. So the people who want to order it, and they taste it, and then they'll order it. So this is the process where they export it out to all the people who ordered it and send it over to America. Yeah, and they store it in like those kind of bags, like a burlap sack. And then it goes to roasting, and this is where it will roast like at pretty high temperatures for, like, depending on what roast, like a medium roast or a dark roast, depends on how long the time takes for that. There's like a darker taste, or like a darker taste to your coffee. And then it's bagged and is stored, and it's sent out to order. So whenever people order it, then they send it out, and it's sent out all across America. Like this is Oak Cliff in Dallas. They have it at a few coffee shops in Climax, and then it's shipped all over. Like I just said, there's a few here in Flower Mountain that I think are from like Brazil, Colombia, which is pretty cool. They're pretty good. And then every time it's freshly ground, they never grind it and then they put it in their coffee, or like put it like whenever you go to get it. It's freshly ground in front of you, and then it's tightly packed into a portafilter. It's tightly packed into a portafilter, so you put it in there. Then you have like a metal thing, and you push down on it, and then you tap the side, and then you push down again to make it really tight. And then you put it into the espresso machine. Put it into the espresso machine, and hot water runs through it, and what gives you the espresso. Then you pull the shot, and the hot water runs over the espresso and the freshly ground beans, and it goes into the cup. And some people drink their espresso just the espresso with no milk, but that's an Americano, and it's not very good because it's really strong. But then they steam milk, and then that's also how you get your latte art. So they pour the milk in, and not all of it, and then they like pour it in a certain way, and then like move it, and that's how you get the latte art, the leaf. That's the cool coffee that you drink. And then it is plated, and it's put on a plate, and then they call out your name, and you get to enjoy it. And it's amazing. That's my presentation.